Good morning. I'm Dr. Neeraj Khatri Sapkota, and we are continuing with the different characteristic of the living system. So another one feature is excretion. Excretion means it is the process where unwanted or some of the toxic substances is going to be excreted or released out from the body. So if it is poisonous substances, then that will be very harmful to the body. So that has to be removed out from the body system, right? So you can see the waste substances has to be moved out, and that is product produced in response to the metabolism. So what is metabolism? Metabolism is the integrated form of catabolism and anabolism. And catabolism will break down the product, whereas anabolism will synthesize the product. Here you can see metabolism is all the chemical reaction that is happening in the organism. So one of the very important tasks that involves the metabolism is respiration. So respiration is a major part of the metabolism. So excretion is the removal of the waste materials and substance in excess of requirement from the body. So if there is no excretion, then the waste materials will accumulate in our body, and that can harm, that can have toxic effect to our body. That's why these features, excretion features, is very necessary to present in any system of the living organism. So plants, in terms of plants, plants store waste substances in their leaves. So the waste chemicals are removed when the leaves falls off. That means plant has no any excretory way. But if the unwanted substance is going to be deposited in the leaves of the plants, when leaves get fall down, then they will release out all the waste chemicals that has been deposited in the leaves, and hence it will not be toxic to the whole plant. But in case of animals, animals breathe out carbon dioxide. This is one of the toxic substance that if accumulates in our body, then it will harm the body. So other waste substances leave the body in the urine. So urine is one of the excretory stools as well as breathing out process, that are also very important task that is necessary to maintain, to handle the condition of the body, so that body will not have any harmful or damaging effect in the any body of the organism. Next is sensitivity. So sensitivity means if the living organism is going to detect, if this is living organism, this will detect some sense, it will have some sort of sense, and this detect the sense changes in the internal and external environment. So anything that changes in the body of the living organism will be sensed, and that sensation will change the behavior or activity of the cells. So in terms of the changing environment, is said to be stimulus. What is stimulus? Stimulus is any substance that alters the activity or behavior of the cells. So sensitivity is the ability to detect these stimuli and response to them. That means if that stimuli is getting detected by the cells, then detection effect is known as sensitivity, and accordingly the cell will respond to that stimuli as well. Let's go to further understanding of the sensitivity. Plant responds to movement of the sun by moving their leaves to face the light. So when there is some sensitivity of the light, then it will move towards the sun so that it will get the light from the sun. The flower of some plants open in the morning and close at night. That is due to its exposure. It will get the stimuli from the sun and then it will open its leaf. Animals have sensory cells. In our case, or in any animals, we have a sensory cells. Okay, and that sensory organ for detecting light, sound, touch, pressure, and chemicals in the air and food. So these sensory cells will detect light, sound, touch, pressure, chemical in the air and in food. Whatever is present in the air, that will be also detected, or whatever present in the food, that will be also detected by the cells, which be detected by the sensory cells. Another characteristic features of the living organism is reproduction. So organism reproduce to make new individual, and we have two sort of reproduction. One is asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction involves one parents giving rise to offspring that are often identical to each other and to the parents. That means asexual reproduction is involvement of only one parent, whereas sexual reproduction involves two parent. Organism produce two types of sex cell or two types of gametes, and that gametes fuse to give rise to the next generation, that is sexual reproduction. And the offspring show variation. In terms of this, offspring has got both variation in two parents genetics will be appearing in that offspring who has got sexual reproduction. They are not identical to each other or to their parents, but they are not identical to their parents, or they are not identical to each other in terms of sexual reproduction, and that term is given as variation. So in terms of excretion and this egestion, you have to remember is that excretion is the removal of metabolites or metabolic wastage that is modified. Some, if you eat food and that is modified, and if it is excreted, then it is said to be excretion. But if you take food, or if any organism take food but it is not modified and it is excreted, or if it is removed out as it is taken, then it is said to be egestion. Two terms are not similar, but the output is same. Is food, if egestion is food which has passed through the gut without being digested, so they are not modified. Do not confuse with these two terms. And there are some question. Now you can see some summary of the question, and that will be your part of the classwork or your homework or your exercise. What you have understood from these three lectures that have presented in terms of the growth, excretion, sensitivity, reproduction, which are the characteristic of the living organism. So with this, today I am going to conclude the first chapter, and then we will continue with the second chapter that will help you or support you for enhancing your knowledge in biology. Thank you.